ओम वक्रतुंड महाकाय सूर्यकोटि समप्रभ निर्विघ्नं कुरु मे देव सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा। ओम श्री महागणपतये नमः। ओम श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः। हरि ओम। सदाशिवसमारम्भां शंकराचार्य मध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्य पर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्। अस्मद्गुरुभ्यो नमः। श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानाम् आलयं करुणालयं नमामि भगवत्पादं शङ्करं लोकशङ्करं। शङ्करं शङ्कराचार्यं केशवं बादरायणं सूत्रभाष्यकृतौ वन्दे भगवन्तौ पुनः पुनः। ईश्वरो गुरुरात्मेति मूर्तिभेदविभागिने व्योमवद्व्याप्तदेहाय दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। ओम श्री मेधा दक्षिणामूर्ति स्वामिने नमः। ओम सहनाववतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा
ओजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै।
ओम
ओम
शांति
शांति
शांति शांति। हरि
शांति।
ओम श्री गुरुभ्यो
यो
नमः।
नमः।
हरि ओम।
ओम
सच्चिदानंद रूपाय
रूपाय
कृष्णाय
कृष्णाय
कृष्णकारिणे
कृष्णकारिणे
नमो
नमो
वेदांत वेद्याय
वेदान्ताय
गुरवे बुद्धिसाक्षिणे कृष्णद्वैपायनं व्यासं सर्वलोकहिते रतं वेदाब्ज भास्करं वन्दे शमादिनिलयं मुनिं सहस्रमूर्तेः पुरुषोत्तमस्य सहस्रनेत्राननपादबाहो सहस्रनाम्नां स्तवनं प्रशस्तं निरुच्यते जन्म जरादिशान्त्यै। Namaste once again everyone. So
Namaste
Namaste
Guruji.
Guruji.
Happy New Year
Pranam
once again.
Guruji.
namaste, happy new year to everybody. Very happy new year.
Happy New Year
So
to
with
you
the
also,
blessings
Guruji.
of happy new year, with the blessings of Meda Dakshinamurti and the grace of Guru Parampara, especially Adi Shankara and also Pujya Swami Dayanand Saraswati ji. Last class we completed the 1,000 names, the meanings, understanding the meanings of the 1,000 names of Vishnu Sahasranamam. And what is now left is Falashruti, the results that one will get by reciting, chanting Vishnu Sahasranamam. And Falashruti is not not much explanation is required unlike the names. So therefore, I plan to complete the Falashruti in today's class. And if that means that extending today's class timing by a few minutes, please bear with me so that I will spare all of you attending another class next Sunday. Okay. So maybe 10-15 minutes extra it may take. We will complete it rather. Adi Shankara has written the Bhashyam for Falashruti, not for all the, only that which occurs in Mahabharata. Then the Falashruti also includes other Falashrutis which are mentioned in the Puranas and all. Adi Shankara doesn't write a Bhashyam for that, but we will understand the meaning of those shlokas also. Okay. So with that little bit of background, let me start with the Falashrutis. Okay. So Falashruti is also known as Uttara Bhaga. Purva Bhaga we saw when we started the classes. Now this is Uttara Bhaga, the last portion. And the various results or phalas that people would get if they chant the Sahasranama with Shraddha and Bhakti. You must note these two very important. Chanting should be with Shraddha and Bhakti. They are listed in the Falashruti. So by listening to and knowing the meaning of the Vishnu Sahasranama or by reciting it, everyone will get the result he or she desires. So we'll start. Ididam kirtaniyasya keshavasya mahatmanah namnam sahasra divyanam aseshena prakirtitam. I will not read the bhashyam because in one or two Phalashrutis he has written pages and pages of bhashyam. But I will tell you what is the gist of this thing. Okay. Ididam kirtaniyasya keshavasya mahatmanah namnam sahasra divyanam aseshena prakirtitam. This set of 1,000 divine names of Lord Keshava, who is worthy of praise, has been recited without any addition or any omission. Because this just follows after the Vishnu Sahasranama chanting is completed. So here we have to note that the word Kirtana in this verse refers to the word Japa occurring in the beginning in the question raised by Yudhishthira, Kim Japan Muchyate Janduhu. He asked this question to Bhishmacharya. Kim Japan Muchyate Janduhu Janma Samsara Bandhana. So here when the sloka says Kirtana, it refers to the Japa, which is referred there, because Bhishmacharya is now saying that I have given you the answers for your question, Yudhishthira. Now I am giving you the phala for if you do that japa, if you do that kirtana of Vishnu Sahasranama, what result you will get, I am going to tell you. And japa also we have seen there are 3 types of japas: Uccha japa, Manda japa, Upamshu japa, and Manasa japa. Uccha japa is when it's loud. I mean, when we are chanting the Vishnu Sahasranama in a loud voice. Upamshu or Manda japa is just loud enough for one to hear oneself. That is, it is just lip movement will be there, but I can only hear. No big sound will come. And Manasa japa is a total mental japa. In fact, Manasa japa is equivalent to meditation. And we must remember that earlier, I think we have seen this also, that Manda japa, the effect of Manda japa or Upamshu japa is 100 times that of Uccha japa, and the effect of Manasa japa is 100 times that of Manda japa. So that is what the scriptures say, that Manasa japa is the most difficult but the most efficacious type of doing japa. So this is the we have to remember this, how to chant Vishnu Sahasranama. And these names are called Divya because they are divine. They are capable of giving us Drishta as well as Adrishta Phala. And they are Kirtaniya. Kirtaniya, we can take the meaning as meant to be repeated again and again and again. So that is the meaning of the first sloka. Now next, ya idam srunuya nityam yaschapi parikirtayet na shubham prapnuyat kinchit somutreha cha manavah. So Bhishmacharya says, ya idam shrunuvan nityam, whoever listens to this Vishnu Sahasranama every day regularly, Yaha cha api parikirtaye, and whoever recites it every day, first is who listens to every day, another is who chants it every day, na ashubham prapniyat kinchet, that person does not attain anything inauspicious. Iha cha amutra, both here and in the hereafter. That means in the future births. Nothing inauspicious will happen to that person. Vedanta ko brahmanasyat kshatriyo vijayi bhavet vaishodhana samriddhasyat shudra sukham avapnuyat. So various, the Chatur Varnyam, this Brahmana, Shudra, Kshatriya, and Vaishya, what kind of a natural desires that will have, those will be fulfilled. And here in this sloka, Adi Shankara gives a very detailed explanation. Because here the word used Vedantakaha Brahmanaha Sya, says. Now the word Vedantaka, who is Vedantaka? That is the question. He defines Vedantaka as the one who has understood and assimilated the knowledge of Brahman as revealed in the Upanishads. Because according to the Varnashrama Dharma, according to the Chaturvarnyam system, the only desire of a Brahmana should be gain self-knowledge. That should be his goal. He should not have any other materialistic goal. He should not have, Brahmana is not expected to have any materialistic goal. He is first of all supposed to practice the Veda Purva Bhaga, and then he has to switch over to Veda Anta Bhaga, gain self-knowledge, gain the knowledge of Aham Brahmasmi and assimilate that knowledge and reach moksha. Or gain, or in fact, to put it correctly, understand that he was always a moksha purusha. So that is what Adi Shankara is here pointing out, that the one who has understood and assimilated the knowledge of Brahman as revealed in the Upanishads is a Vedantaka. And there is an important reason why Shankara brings out this point in his Bhashya. Because before and also during Shankara's time, there was a widespread belief that one can attain moksha through karma. You would go on doing lot of punya karma, you will get moksha, and the knowledge of Brahman is not necessary. This was a widespread belief at that time. There used to be intense debate on this subject. That Shankara in other bhashyams and all, he picks up this debate and he says why that belief, which is called Jnana Karma Samuchaya. Because the belief was, they said that you can get the knowledge of Brahman, that is independent, but you should not stop karmas. Karmas are necessary for moksha. And this is based upon, this whole thing was based upon the Purana approach to moksha. So you do all punya karmas, you will go to Kailasa, Vaikuntham and all that, so you will get moksha. That was the belief. There was no reference to what the Upanishads are trying to say. Upanishad says, once you get the knowledge of Brahman, you are a akarta abhokta. When you have taken yourself to be akarta abhokta, where is the question of you are doing any karma at all? So there has been an intense debate. I don't want to go into very detailed into that. Because the Upanishad teaching is that once a person gains the knowledge of Brahman, as I said, he is freed from performing the karmas. And there were scholars who insisted that karmas cannot be given up in one's lifetime. Till the last breath, one has to perform the ordained karmas ordained in the Veda. This was a widespread belief. And Adi Shankara, being a strong proponent of the Vedanta message, and what does Veda Upanishad say? Yana devatu kaivalyam prapyate tena muchyate. It is only by knowledge that one can be freed from the bondage of samsara, and not through any karmas. And in order to establish that this is the message of the Upanishads, For this sloka, Shankara quotes extensively from various sources, including Upanishad, Bhagavad Gita, Brahma Sutra, Garuda Purana. So many, 2-3 pages he has devoted only for explaining the bhashyam of this particular sloka. And he also highlights in the bhashyam that the role of karma is for antakarana shuddhi. The more and more purification of your mind, your antakarana, manobuddhi is purified, ahankara gets diluted, and that is a necessary prerequisite for the knowledge to set in and be assimilated. So this is the gist of his entire bhashya. Of course, the simple meaning of this sloka is that by chanting Vishnu Sahasranamam with Shraddha and Bhakti, a Brahmana, you can call him a Mumukshu also, will attain the ultimate end that is spoken of in the Vedanta. A Kshatriya will be victorious in battle because that is the role of Kshatriya. He has to fight and he always wants to win rather. That is his desire. A Vaishya who is always attached to money, wealth, he will be prosperous with wealth. And a Shudra, who is a Shudra? The one who actually does nothing and is happy with himself. He is the one who serves the other three varnas. So his goal in life is be happy. So Shudra will attain great happiness. This is the meaning of this sloka. Dharmarthe prapnuyat dharma artharthe chartamapnuyat kamana vapnuyat kame prajate chapnuyat prajam. Again, very simple meaning. Dharmarthi, the one who desires dharma, means what? One who desires punya, gaining lot of punya. He would gain lot of punya, attain punya. One who desires artha, material benefits, would get all the material benefits. One who desires kama, which is objects of pleasure, he would get the objects of pleasure. And one who desires progeny, santati, he will get that progeny. And in his bhashyam, Adi Shankara explains the meaning of kama as the desire prompted by the sense organ backed by Atma or consciousness. And this desire is for the sense objects in their respective fields, like eyes for form and color, ears for hearing, etc. He just makes it very clear. What do we mean by desire or kama? The eyes want to always see, because 5 sense organs, they are used for fulfilling various desires. So each sense organ he refers. This sense organ for this desire is there, this is kama, like that. Adi Shankara's style is sometimes he goes very detailed. Assume that people who are studying don't know anything. So again, a good teacher's indication is that a good teacher always keeps in mind the requirements or the needs of the weakest student in the class. And he assumes that, and when he caters to that need of the weakest student, he makes sure that nobody in the class is left out. Everybody understands what is being taught. And many times Adi Shankara adopts this approach. And in his bhashyam, he also defines the word praja as that which is born. Everything that is born is praja. And of course, for our understanding, we can say progeny or future generation. Bhaktiman yah sadhodhaya shuchistagatamanasah sahasram vasudevasya namname tat prakirtayet. We will actually take the next sloka also because both are connected. There's continuity only. Yasha prapnoti vipulam jnati pradhanyame vacha achalam shriyam hapnoti shreya praptyotyanuttamam. Yah. So, yeah, again, he has said earlier sloka, the one who chants this sloka with bhakti and shraddha, that devotee who would chant these 1,000 names of Vasudeva, being pure inside and outside, and ever committed with a mind absorbed in the Lord, he will acquire widespread fame, attain prominence in any group, gain lasting prosperity, and also Shreya Prapnoti. He will gain the unexcelled good, that is moksha. So this is what is said in this slokas. Okay. See, one thing we must remember, there are many people, they have often asked me a question. See, we have been chanting Vishnu Sahasranama for so many years, but it has not made any difference in our life. Then all these Falashruti, are they true or not? Shankara answers that question also later. I will come to that. But here, what we have to focus on is one who would chant these 1,000 names, being pure inside and outside, and ever committed with a mind absorbed in the Lord. These are some requisites which is stated in the Bhashyam of Adi Shankara. So it is not a question of merely chanting mechanically Vishnu Sahasranama that you will get all these phalas. I will discuss this in more detail little later. Okay. Then, na bhayam kvachidapnoti viryam tejascha vindati bhavatya rogo dhyutiman bhala rupa gunanvitah. Again, continuity, more results which a devotee will get. Such a devotee is never subject to fear at any time and acquires great valor and brilliance. He is never afflicted by disease. He becomes majestic, endowed with strength, beauty, and good qualities. Bala Rupa Gunanvitaha. Good qualities also he acquires. Then further, Rogarto Muchyate Rogat, Baddo Muchyeta Bandhanat, Bhayan Muchyeta Bhitastu, Muchyeta Panna Apadaha. One who is afflicted by disease gets freed from disease. One who is bound would be freed from bondage. One who has fear would be free from fear. And one who is plunged in calamity would be free from that calamity. Apadaha means calamity. Now, all these are all very nice to hear, that if you chant Vishnu Sahasranamam, all these, you will be freed from your afflictions, these afflictions rather. You will be getting freed from disease. Now, I don't know, some of you might have seen a WhatsApp forward or somewhere I've seen. Paramacharya apparently once was very sick. High temperature he was running. And his devotees in Kanchi Math, they became very worried. In fact, he could not eat properly and all that. Lot of difficulty was there. So they all insisted that Paramacharya should consult a doctor, and they said they will get a doctor to the ashram, to the mutt, and then he must take treatment for whatever affliction is. Paramacharya was, being a very pure person, very, I should say, highly disciplined, and Shaucham is one of the most important thing for him. He did not want to consult a doctor and all. Then he said, you don't worry about me. All you guys do is, you gather 150 Brahmanas who can chant Vishnu Sahasranamam very well. So these devotees started working and they got hold of 150 Brahmanas from Kanchipuram, from Chennai and all that. And Paramacharya told them that I will listen, you all chant Vishnu Sahasranamam 3 times. And they chanted Vishnu Sahasranamam 3 times. And by that time, his fever came down and he was completely cured from the disease. Now, these are all, like we hear these things. Of course, we have not personally witnessed. But a person like Paramacharya, it will work. Vishnu Sahasranamam chanting will work. Not only that he needs to chant, even if he hears, it will work wonders. Rogato muchyate rogat. When we hear all these things, our Shraddha and Bhakti should increase in Vishnu Sahasranamam. When I do it correctly, when I do it properly, I will also get all these results without any doubt, without any samshaya. That should be our Shraddha generally in scriptures, and especially when we are learning Vishnu Sahasranamam, in chanting Vishnu Sahasranamam. The next phala is Durganyatita Ratyashuhu Purusha Purushottamam Tuvannama Sahasrena Nityam Bhakti Samanvitaha. That person daily praising Purushottama. Purushottamam Stuvan Nama Sahasrena Nityam. Through these 1,000 names, crosses very quickly all the obstacles that occur in his pursuit. Here the pursuit refers to his spiritual pursuit, and he is freed from all grief. Right? Durghani atirati. All grief he crosses over. But of course, bhakti samanvitaha he has to do. That is more and more important. He has to do it with lot of devotion and bhakti. Vasudeva Shrayo Martyo Vasudeva Parayana Sarva Papa Vishuddhatma Yati Brahma Sanatanam. Vasudeva Shrayaha Martyaha. The person who looks upon Vasudeva as his refuge, Ashraya, and for whom the ultimate goal to be attained is Vasudeva, Vasudeva Parayana. That is the ultimate goal. Sarva Papa Vishuddhatma, being purified of all the papas. Yati Brahma Sanatanam, will attain Brahman, which is Nitya and permanent. So this phalam shows exactly what can be the highest result of Vishnu Sahasranama chanting. Of course, we must remember always that, you just now said that, jnananeva tu kaivalyam, moksha can be got, or knowledge of Brahman can be got only by knowledge. Now we are saying that you can attain Brahman through Vishnu Sahasranamam. There will appear to be a contradiction if we don't remember what all we have studied. And the contradiction is easily resolved because we have always said Vishnu Sahasranamam is the means to an end. Vishnu Sahasranamam chanting will bring in more and more Chitta Shuddhi. You cannot skip the Karma Yoga part if you want to go to Jnana Yoga. And Vishnu Sahasranamam chanting is a Karma Yoga sadhana. It is a very important prerequisite. And that is why here they say that the one who does this eventually will get Brahman, will get the knowledge of Brahman and attain moksha. Na vasudeva bhaktanam ashubham vidyate kvachit janma mrityu jara vyadhi bhayam naivopajayate. Again, same idea. Now, like a summary, it is being stated that to the devotees of Vasudeva, no evil will occur at any time. Ashupam vidyate kvachit. Inauspiciousness will not happen at any time. Janma, mrityu, jara, vyadhi, bhayam. The fear of birth. Oh, I have already suffered so much in this life. It has been a miserable life. I don't want a punarjanma. I am worried. I am afraid that I will have to have a punarjanma and my suffering may continue. This kind of a fear will not be there. Fear of death will not be there. Another fear which gets hold of us when we become old. When we are in our youth and middle age, we never have this fear. But a thinking person will certainly think, oh, I will become old. I will become, I will have lot of problems. I am going to be afraid of old age. So many people, we have heard them saying, hey, Bhagavan, please take me away now itself. I don't want to get into old age. I don't want a long life. Under that long life is going to be a healthy life, a prosperous life. I don't want any disease. All these are fears in our mind. So once you have surrendered to Vasudeva, once you have surrendered in Bhakti and Shraddha, you chant Vishnu Sahasranamam, all these fears will go away from your mind. You will believe that whatever I am getting is my karma phala, whether of this birth or previous births. I am not chanting Vishnu Sahasranama for this purpose of getting rid of fear, but getting rid of fear will be one of the byproducts of my chanting Vishnu Sahasranama. I am chanting Vishnu Sahasranama as a karma yoga sadhana for purification of my chitta shuddhi. That is why I am chanting. But one of the byproducts is this. Janma mrityu jara vyadhi bhayam naiva upajayate. Will never occur, will never be there. Then imam stavamadhiyanah shraddha bhakti samanvitah yujyetatma sukhakshanti sridhri smriti kirtibihi. Again, these are all summary slokas. Same idea being repeated. The one who recites this praise, endowed with shraddha and bhakti, devotion, would acquire what? Atma sukham, cheerfulness, shanti, patience, shri, prosperity, dhriti, courage, priti, memory, and kirti bihi, fame. All this you will get if you chant Vishnu Sahasranama with Shraddha and Bhakti. And Adi Shankara explains Shraddha as Astikya Buddhi, having faith in the teachings of the scriptures. Bhakti means devotion in chanting and singing the Lord's name and glories. That is how bhakti, that is total surrender to the Lord. Na krodho na chamatsadyam na lobho na shubhamatihi bhavanti krita punyanam bhaktanam purushottame. Now, till now, we have talked about all results relating to our body, physical body, like disease, death, and all that kind of thing. Now, the Vishnu Sahasranama turns to Antakarana, Krodham, Atsaryam, all these, Shad Ripus we call, starting from Kama, Krodha, Lobha, Moha, Mada, Atsaryam, Shad Ripus, or internal enemies. addressing that. So for those who have devotion to Purushottama and who have done deeds that bring punya, there will be no anger, jealousy, greed, or any evil or wrong thinking also. Na ashubha matihi. Wrong thinking also will not come in their mind. Dhyau sachandrarka nakshatra kham disho bhurmaho datihi vasudevasya viryena vidrdhani mahatmanah. Dhyau, Dhyauhu, the heavens, consisting of Chandra, Arka, Nakshatra, the sun, the stars, the space. Tham is space. Chandra, moon, Arka, sun, and Nakshatra, the stars. Kam, space. Dishaha, the direction. Bhumihi, Bhuhu, that is the earth. And Mahodadihi, the ocean. All these are held by the laws of the great Vasudeva. That is what, in our language, the cosmic laws. This is statement of fact which is being made. Because why you have to have bhakti and shraddha to Vasudeva, that is being explained here. Because without Vasudeva, all these things won't exist. They are all held and supported by the laws. The cosmic laws which are given by Vasudeva only. As we say, Ishvara is nothing but the order of the universe. We have seen that idea again and again. Sasura Sura Gandharvam Sayaksho Ragarakshasam Jagatvache Vartatedham Krishnasya Sataracharam. So the entire Jagat consisting of movable and immovable, Chara and Achara, along with the Devas, Sura, Asura, Gandharva, the Asura, the Devas, Asuras, Gandharvas, Yakshas, Uragas, Rakshasas, they all exist only under the control of Sri Krishna or Vasudeva or Lord Vishnu, all one and the same. Any name you can take. Indriyani mano buddhi sattvam tejo balam dhritihi vasudevatmakan yahu kshetram kshetranya evacha. The senses, the mind, the buddhi, goodness, valor, strength, resolve, courage. The kshetra, that is the body and the knower of the body, are nothing but the manifestation of Vasudeva. Vasudeva, the Vasudeva Atmakani. They are all manifestations of Vasudeva. As we have seen again and again, everything that is here is Ishvara only. There is only Ishvara. So anything that you take, any name you take is Ishvara's name, whether you call it mind or buddhi, valor, kshetra, the body, everything is manifestations of Ishvara only, of Vasudeva only. Sarvagamanam achara pratamam parikalpate achara prabhavo dharmo dharmasya prabhurachyutah. This is a very important sloka. Achara, a disciplined living, is considered the foremost by all scriptures. Dharma is the basis of Achara, and Lord Achyuta is the Lord of Dharma. So you see all the connections. When we are talking about Shraddha and Bhakti, we must understand it is not merely just mentally you have Shraddha and Bhakti for that period of time that you are chanting Vishnu Sahasranamam. You will not get Shraddha and Bhakti unless you follow a disciplined life. There is an Achara in your lifestyle. Achara means basically a disciplined living. And this is considered the foremost in all scriptures. And what is the basis of Achara? Dharma is the basis of Achara. Therefore, you must live a dharmic life. That is the first requirement. Even before you come to Shraddha and Bhakti, what is required is dharmic life. As I said in one of the earlier classes, I don't know whether it was Vishnu Sahasranamam or Bhagavad Gita. First requirement for all of us to, in the spiritual field or spiritual journey, is to follow the 5 yamas and niyamas, which is the basis of the entire Yoga Shastra. Without following the yamas and niyamas, any amount of other karma yoga activities you do, they will give only limited results. And that is why people find that they have been chanting Vishnu Sahasranama, but they are not getting the results that they desire, that they want, and they lose lose faith in Vishnu Sahasranama. They don't realize that I have never been qualified. I have not done anything to qualify myself for getting the results. But they only look at it. I have not got the results. Next, Rishaya Pitaro Deva Mahabhutani Dhatavah Jangama Jangamam Chedam Jagannarayanodbhavam. See, all these slokas are pointing out by indicating different things, that everything is Narayana only. Everything has come from Narayana only. So this sloka also, the rishis, the pitris, the devas, the Mahabhutani, the 5 great elements, Akasha, Vayu, Agni, Apa and Prithvi, Dhatavaha, the various minerals, Jangama, Jangamam, this Jagat, Jangama, Jangamam cha idam Jagat, this Jagat consisting of immovables and the movables, all of them Narayana Udbhavam. They have come from Narayana alone. So God is both the Nimitta Karanam and also the Upadana Karanam for this entire Jagat. That is the message of this particular sloka. Yogo Jnanam Tatha Sankhyam Vidya Shilpadi Karma Cha Veda Shastrani Vijnanam Etat Sarvam Janardhanat. Okay, all these are come from Narayana, you said. What about yoga? What about Sankhya, knowledge of Sankhya, various disciplines of knowledge like Shiksha, Kalpa, which are all, Vedangas, various skills like sculpture and others, including the Shastrani, all the Vedas, all Shastras, various other Shastras, from where they have come? Sarvam Janardhanat. Panchami is used, 5th case, from Janardhanat. All these have come from Janardhana alone. Eko Vishnur Mahadbhutam Pratak Bhutanyanekashah Trin Lokan Vyapya Bhutatma Bhungte Vishwabhugavyayah. Eko Vishnuhu. The Lord Vishnu is one great being, and the cause of this entire universe. There is only Vishnu. This sloka straight away takes you to Advaita Vedanta. There is only one. Eko Vishnuhu. And he created all beings to be many and varied, pervading all 3 worlds as the Atma of all beings. Sarva Vyapi. Vishnu itself means the one who pervades everything. That's the meaning of the word Vishnu in the language. Vyapya Bhudatma Bhungte Vishwabhuk Avyayah. He is the Atma of all beings. He pervades everything, but at the same time, he is Avyaya, changeless. Then interesting, say Trilokan Vyapya Bhutatma Bhumte. he not only protects but swallows the entire Vishwa also, the entire world at the time of Pranaya, when the entire universe, the cosmos, goes from manifest condition to unmanifest condition. That poetically it is called Bhagavan is swallowing. And Adi Shankara points out here that the slokas starting from Dhyav Sachandrarka Nakshatra, all these slokas are, they point to the greatness of Lord Vasudeva. The results talked about are true and real and not said for glorification purposes. Adi Shankara points out this. Don't think that these Phalashruti which are pointed out, they are just for glorifying Lord Vishnu. He says no. They are not for the purpose of Arthavada. And the sloka Sarvagamana Macharaha highlights that the only one who is Acharavan, who follows a disciplined living, strictly adhering to Dharma, which is the basis of Achara, will be Adhikari, eligible to receive the results. Adi Shankara makes it very clear, no doubt about it. And he is quoting from the Phalashruti itself. Who can get the results which are stated? First of all, he should be a Acharavan. He must be following a disciplined Vedic lifestyle. He should be following. What is Vedic lifestyle? Nothing but a dharmic lifestyle. And then only he gains adhikaritvam for getting the results, eligibility, and then he chants with bhakti and shraddha. All these results will come. Imam stavam bhagavato vishnor vyasena kirtitam padedya ichet purusha shreya praptum sukhani cha. So here Adi Shankara in his Bhashyam, very nice Bhashyam he has written, reveals that Vyasacharya is the avatar of Mahavishnu, who is all knowing. That he says that Padet Ichet Purusha, Vishnu Vyasena Kirtitam. Bhagavata Vishnu Vyasena Kirtitam. It is Bhagavan Vishnu through Vyasa. Means what? Vyasa himself is an avatara. We call it an Anga avatara of Vishnu. And who is all knowing. Yeah, who is all knowing. He says this in the Bhashyam. Sarvajnana Bhagavata Krishna Dvaipayena Sakshat Narayana Rupena Kritamiti. That's what he says in the Bhashyam, right? Who is, and the person who desires to attain pleasures and also the ultimate goal of moksha should recite this stotra of Lord Vishnu. Vishweshwaramajam devam jagatha prabhuma ravyayam bhajanti ye pushkaraksham nate yanti parabhavam om namaiti. So those who worship the lotus-eyed Lord, Pushkaraksha, the lotus-eyed Lord, who is the Lord of the universe, who is unborn, the cause and resolution of this Jagat, such people never meet with any failure in their life. Right? So that's what it says. Nate yanti parabhavam, no failure. They don't attain any failure. And this last line is repeated to basically, this is a style of the Shastras, to show that this is the last verse of the 149th Adhyaya of Anushasana Parva of the Mahabharata. So here, this last stoka of this in the Mahabharata, whatever Falashruti is stated, this is the last stoka of that. And with that, Adi Shankara completes his bhashyam, main bhashyam rather. As I said, other slokas which follow, he has not written the bhashyam because his focus is he has to write the bhashyam for all the slokas relating to Vishnu Sahasranama occurring in the Mahabharata. So he says, concluding his bhashyam, Sahasranama Sambandhi Vyakhya Sarva Sukhavaha Shruti Smriti Anya Shruti Smriti Anyani Mula Rachita Haripadayo. So he says this explanation of 1,000 names based on the Shruti, Smriti, and Nyaya. Yeah. Shruti, Smriti, Nyaya, Mula. Okay. That was, I was trying to find out what was that. Nyaya. Shruti, Smriti, Nyaya means Shruti, Smriti. These are the, 3 texts every Vedanta student should learn. And Nyaya Shastra here refers to Brahma Sutra. Shruti refers to Upanishad, Smriti refers to Bhagavad Gita. So this explanation of 1,000 names based upon Shruti, Smriti and Nyaya, and also it is very easy to understand Sarva Sukhavaha and pleasant is placed at the feet of Lord Hari. Haripadayoho, I am offering. Adi Shankara is offering this entire bhashyam, what he has written of Vishnu Sahasranama at the lotus feet of Lord Narayana. Iti Srimad Paramahamsa Parivrajaka Acharyasya Sri Govinda Bhagavat Pujya Padasishyasya Srivat Shankara Bhagavatah Kritau Vishnu Sahasranama Stotra Bhashyam Sampurnam. With that, the Bhashyam of Vishnu Sahasranama as written by Adi Shankara, which we have followed and understood the meaning of each Nama based on that Bhashyam, that is completed. Now there are few more slokas which we all know, which are traditionally chanted along with Vishnu Sahasranama chanting, and they are all from Padma Purana, Gita, etc. Those slokas we will just quickly see. There is no bhashyam in that. Arjuna Uvacha Padma Patra Visalaksha Padmana Basurotama Bhaktanam Anuraktanam Trata Bhavajanardhana. Arjuna said, O Janardhana, you who have wide eyes like petals of a lotus, who have a lotus in the navel, who is the best among the devas, be the protector of those devotees who are full of love for you. And there's also one more, I think, instead of Surotama, it is Prabhurabhyayam is also there. One more reading is there. Patabheda is there. But again, the meaning wise, not much change is there because it is again, one is Prabhu Abhyayam means a changeless Lord. And here, when we say that Surotama is the most excel in among the devas, the best among the devas. So that's just a small part of Bheda. Sri Bhagavan Uvacha Yomam Nama Sahasrena Stotumichati Pandava Sohamekena Slokena Sutayevana Samshaya Sutayevana Samshaya Om Namayiti. So Bhagavan is saying, Lord Krishna, O Pandava, if whoever wishes to worship me by these 1,000 names is unable to do so, I would be praised even with this one sloka that follows. There is no doubt about it. Aham ekena shlokena stuta eva na samshayah. What is that sloka? Vyasa uvacha vasanat vasudevasya vasitam bhuvanatrayam sarva bhuta nivasosi vasudevo namostute Sri Vasudeva namostuta om namayiti. And that Vyasacharya says that sloka is Vasudevasya vasitam bhuvanatrayam, because of the enlivening, suffusing of existence by Vasudeva. These three worlds exist. The Sat aspect of Brahman, because of that there is existence and all the three worlds exist. Sarva Bhuta Nivaso Asi, you are the indweller of all beings. To Satya Vasudeva, Namostute, my salutations to you, O Vasudeva. This one sloka, he says, Bhagavan says, if you actually chant this one sloka also, then, and that should, condition is, one should be unable to do, for whatever reason. You are very sick, you cannot chant it, sit and or even lying down, chant the entire Vishnu Sahasranamam. Just visualize the Lord in your mind and chant this one sloka, you will get the same effect, same result. Parvatyuacha kenopayena laghuna Vishnor nama sahasrakam patyate panditay nityam rodumichyamyaham prabho. I think this is from which Purana? I'm forgetting. Brahma Purana. It's one from one of the Puranas. This has been quoted. So the Parvati is asking Lord Shiva, "O Lord, I wish to hear the easy method by which these 1,000 names of Lord Vishnu are chanted daily by the wise people." So Parvati is looking for a shortcut. Suppose somebody does not chant all this, is not able to chant all this. One formula was given, one method was given. This is another method being given. What is the method? Ishvara Vacha Sri Rama Rama Rameti Rame Rame Manorame Sahasranama Tattulyam Rama Nama Varanane Sri Rama Nama Varanana Om Namayite. This is a very, very interesting sloka, because the words which are used in this sloka, they are subject to two different interpretations. Of course, overall meaning does not change, but if you understand it from a perspective of Sanskrit language, it's a very beautiful sloka. So, first meaning of this we will see. Sri Rama Rama Rameti Rame Rame Manorame. I revel in Rama, who has a beautiful face, who is the coveter of heart, Manorame. And by saying that, taking the name of Rama 3 times, Sri Rama Rama Rama, this is equivalent to these 1,000 names. That does not mean that, okay, I did Sri Rama Rama Rama, I have done Vishnu Sahasranam. That's fine. You have taken at least Rama's name. You have taken Bhagavan's name. Some punya you will get. But you will not get the entire phalam of Vishnu Sahasranama by doing that. This is only for lazy people. Some shortcuts are given in the Vishnu Sahasranama. We should remember that Vishnu Sahasranama's main aim is Chitta Shuddhi. For that, all the sadhanas which are prescribed have to be done. Along with, you can say Sri Rama, 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 you can say. That's why many people, old people, when they become very old to do anything, they will sit and only chant Rama, 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 Rama. That's actually very good when you are not able to do anything else. Just chant Rama, 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 Rama. Getting up Rama, Rama, sitting down Rama, Rama. So that name Rama itself is a very, very auspicious name. Then there is another meaning, which is Sambodhana Pratama. Those who know Sanskrit, the same sloka can be interpreted by taking Rame Rame Manorame as a Sambodhana Pratama, which says, O Parvati, my beloved wife, who has a beautiful face, O you who have coveted my heart, saying Sri Rama 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 is the easiest method. The name of Rama is equal to 1,000 names. So there's some Sanskrit Puja Swamiji also explains. In the first meaning, the word Rame has been taken as first person singular of the verb Ram. Ram, to revel. Ram Dhatu, to revel. The words Varanane, Manorame and Rame have been taken as a case singular, referring to Rama. It means I revel in Rama, who has a beautiful face, Varanane, and who covets the heart, Manorame. In the second meaning, the word Rame, Manorame and Rame have been taken along with Varanane, which is Sambodhana Pratama, referring to Parvati. It means, O Parvati, my wife Rame, O beautiful lady, who has coveted my heart, Manorame, and one who has a beautiful face, Varanane. It's just all a little bit of a Sanskrit, exercise for people who are interested in it. But the sum and substance of both the interpretation is taking Sri Rama 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 name 3 times is equivalent to chanting Vishnu Sahasranamam, 1,000 names of Vishnu Sahasranamam. Then Brahmo Vacha Namo Swanantyaya Sahasramurtaye Sahasrapadakshishirurubhave Sahasranamne Purushaya Shashvate Sahasrakoti Yugadharine Namaha Sahasrakoti Yugadharina Om Namayiti. Another sloka taken from another Purana. Brahmaji said, salutations to that timeless Purusha who is limitless, who has 1,000 forms, thousands of legs, eyes, heads, great arms, the one who has thousands of names, the one who is the basis of continuity of time, as 1,000 crores of yugas. Sahasrakoti Yugadharina Om Namayiti. So this is another, offering of prayers, namaskara to Bhagavan. Sanjay Uvacha Yatra Yogeshwara Krishno Yatra Partho Dhanurdharaha Tatra Sri Vijayo Bhudir Dhruva Ditir Matir Mama. Sanjaya said, this is taken from Bhagavad Gita, last sloka of Bhagavad Gita. Where there is Krishna, the Lord of Yoga, and when there is Arjuna, the wielder of the bow, there will certainly be wealth, victory, prosperity, and definite justice. That is my conviction. Dhruva nitir matir mama. Dhruva nitihi matihi mama. So, bring more and more Ishvara into your life. Bring more and more Lord into your life. Bring more and more cosmic powers into your life. You will get all that you wish in your life. And what better message can be there on this new year, on the New Year day, than this message from Sanjaya? It's a beautiful message. What we should do, people in the new year take so many resolutions. I will do this from tomorrow, I will do that from tomorrow, and all. So many laukika resolutions people take. And how long do they last? Probably a week, 10 days, some people a month. Swami Chinmayananda, in fact, I mentioned this in the Bhagavad Gita class also yesterday. Swami Chinmayananda explains what a new year is very beautifully. He says, when you have taken a resolution to transform your life, to reach higher levels of living, being a human being, having the most precious human birth, in which birth only you can do it, in which birth only you can actually aspire for a higher, reaching a higher level of living. The day you take that resolution and start acting on it, that day is your new year. And in the spiritual path, if you are going to monitor your progress on a daily basis. Today, I am this. Now I resolve that from tomorrow, I will make this small change in my lifestyle, in the path of progress towards my spiritual goals. Every day will become a new year for you. So what we should remember is, the more and more Ishvara we bring into our mind, that is the basic message which this entire Vishnu Sahasranamam is giving. When you chant Vishnu Sahasranama with bhakti and shraddha, following all the disciplined lifestyle, automatically you are throwing open the doors of your chitta and also your buddhi for Lord to enter, in a very big way. This is the New Year message we must all take away with us, that after learning Vishnu Sahasranama, we should now put it to practice with full understanding of the meaning of each name, and also what all other disciplined way we should live. Then next sloka, Sri Bhagavan Uvacha Ananya Chintayanto Mam Ye Jana Panyupasate Tesham Nityabhiyuktanam Yogakshemam Mahamyaham. Again, Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavan says, those people who do not think about anything else other than me, that means who are actually abiding in my thought alone and see themselves as non-separate from me, Aham Brahmasmi, Tattvamasi, who have actually understood their own self as non-separate from me, who are always one with me, I look after their yoga and kshema, that is, whatever they want to acquire, I will make sure that they acquire, and I will also protect them. I will grant them kshema of whatever they have acquired. Then he says, Paritranaya sadhunam vinashaya cha dushkritam dharma samstapanarthaya sambhavami yuge yuge. Again, famous sloka from Bhagavad Gita. For the protection of those who are committed to dharma and the destruction, or you can call it conversion, of those who follow adharma, and for the establishment of dharma, I come into being. I take avatara in every yuga. Sambhavami yuge yuge. Artha vishanna shitilascha bhita hai. Goreshu cha vyadishu vartamana hai. Sankirtya narayana shabdhamatram. Vimukta dukkha sukhino bhavantu. Again, a prayer, a wishful prayer for those who are afflicted by sorrow, who are overcome by grief, who are shaken and overcome by fear, who suffer from serious illness and disease. Let them all become free from sorrow and gain happiness by merely chanting the name of Narayana. Sarve jana sukhino bhavantu. That is the last sloka of the Falashruti. Then the standard offering, Kayena vacha mansendriyerva बुद्ध्यात्मना वा प्रकृते स्वभावात् करोमि यद्यत् सकलं परस्मै नारायणायेति समर्पयामि. So this is the Arpanam sloka. Whatever I have chanted, whatever I have learned, whatever I have gained, all of them I offer to at the lotus feet of Bhagavan, to Narayana. Whatever I do with my body, mind, sense organs or organs of action, or through my intellect or mind, or impulsively also, I offer all that to the Lord Narayana, who is the highest. And this is a mantra we chant after every puja, every activity we do. In fact, even when doing laukika activities, this thought should be there. Whatever I am doing it as an offering to Bhagavan. If we have that, that itself is a very, very big change in your life, and which will be a karma yoga attitude, which is Ishwararpana bhava will be there. And then once your mind and chittam will become very pure, then other things will automatically follow. So with that, again, as I say, with the grace of all our Guru Parampara, we have successfully completed the Vishnu Sahasranama Stotram, understanding the meanings, and also all the Palashruti slokas also we have covered. I take this opportunity to thank all of you for helping me to take up this Vishnu Sahasranamam 2 years ago, and then giving me an opportunity to teach this. I have enriched myself greatly by this, and all my thanks and gratitude goes to all of you, my students. And I have also circulated the chanting, Vishnu Sahasranama chanting, which I mentioned in the last class by Medha Michikaji. She has done a wonderful job. Very slowly she chants. You don't even need to keep a Sanskrit text. You can keep an English text or a Tamil text and follow the chanting and listen to the way the words are pronounced. Then your own chanting of Vishnu Sahasranama will greatly improve. In fact, wherever you find it difficult, either the English text or Sanskrit text, make a mark that this should be pronounced like this should be pronounced like this, and all that. If you have your own notation for that, then you can chant it, learn to chant Vishnu Sahasranama without any mistake, with the correct pronunciation of the Sanskrit words. So with that, I will now say the prayers and complete this wonderful 2-year journey. 109 classes we have conducted. So it has been a great journey. Thank you all very much once again. Om Purnamada Purnamidham Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadhaya Purnameva Vasishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om. Thank you all very much.
Thank you, Guruji.
Thank you, Guruji.
Namaskaram, Guruji. Thank you very much.
Namaskaram. Thank you.
Thank you. Thanks a lot.
I think we owe a lot to you. Yes, as a teacher, every teacher learns. When I have been a trainer, so I understand. When you train somebody, you
become mute.
not easy because
Yeah.
process regularly taking it. I think we cannot wish you, but we can only pray Lord Narayana to give you a healthy and safe and long years to ahead.
Hari Om, Hari Om.
That's the
Thank you,
only
Hari
thing
Om.
which we can pray, and we can do it for you. And we put all our pranams in the feet of the Lord to take care of you and your family to your best. Thank you very much. Anyway, I will continue to see you in Bhagavad Gita classes.
Yes, yes, certainly. Hari Om.
Thank you.
Hari Om.
Thank you.
In fact,
Hari Om.
this sloka na Vishweswaram Majam Devam Jagada Prabhum Avyayam.
Bhajanti Pushkaraksham Nate Yanti Parabham.
Now, this sloka I read several years ago in Bhavan's journal.
Ah, yeah,
And
Bhavan Journal, yeah.
I had copied it. It is still lying with me. I keep reciting. Whenever he says, we step
Okay.
out of the house, recite this a couple of times and then go.
Correct. Correct.
Which
Very true.
which I follow. Likewise, Sri Rama
Very good.
Rama Rameti Rame Rame Manorame. My
Yeah.
grandfather used to tell me that if you cannot recite Vishnu Sahasranamam, just say this.
Yeah. See, what we can do is
Anyway.
the children and all are there, I mean, it will be very difficult for children to recite the entire Vishnu Sahasranam. So we can start teaching them, say Sri Rama Rama Rama, you please say, and they will not have any problem in doing that. Yeah.
Correct.
So that's one shloka we can teach them and they can learn that. And then that will be enough for their stage in life. Later on, they will graduate into learning other scriptures and Vishnu Sahasranam. So there are so many circumstances we can imagine where we can use whatever material is available and apply it practically.
Likewise, in 1962, when the war broke out with China, I remember Rajgopalachari bringing out the complete Aditya Hridayam in Bhavan's journal, saying that recite this, you guys are going for a war.
Absolutely. Yeah. Aditya Hridayam is one of the best slokas. Every day morning, you must chant it.
Yes.
Your whole day, your whole life will become very successful.
Correct.
And you can even, even if you have got a desire for Brahma Jnanam, that also you will get. In fact, the last about, I think, 60 years, every day morning while taking bath, I chant Aditya Hridayam only. My mother, when I was about 10 years old, my mother told me that you learn this Aditya Hridayam and you chant it every day. So initially I was chanting it after bath. Once I memorized it, now I have made it part of my bath routine so that all these sloka chantings and all that take place while taking bath. Mind also remains. And mind also remains engaged in some divine thoughts rather than while taking bath singing some film songs or thinking about something, what party we are going to attend today.
Correct.
60 years now almost I have been doing that, and it has, in my life, it has given me all the opportunities which I have been looking for rather. So it has been a really very, and the greatest opportunity is this, that whatever I have learned, I am able to actually share it with a few people rather. So that is the biggest opportunity that God has given me.
In fact, we are fortunate to listen to you. In fact, in my sunset years, I am trying to learn all this. Thank you very much.
I mean, see, we don't know whether this is our last life or not, but whatever we are doing there will certainly make our next life 100%. There is no doubt about it. It will make a better life than what we have led in this life. So no doubt about it. That's it.
Thank you very much, Guruji. Thank you very much.
Thank
very kind of you.
Thank you very much. Very nice.
We have begun the new year very well.
Everybody.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, we have begun the new year very well. I wanted to finish it because from next week onwards, I am in Delhi next week because some family function is there. Of course, Bhagavad Gita class I will be taking, but then I wanted to finish it because let this be the last class. I will get busy with my son's wedding and all that. Then I didn't want to miss that. So instead of that, finish the class so that there's no question of missing that.
When you go to Delhi, please see the new Rajpath. I believe it is beautiful.
Well, I'll see whether I get time to do that or not, because I am going to be there on, I think, let me see. I mean, if I get time, I will go and certainly visit. It depends upon how the weather is. If it's very cold and all that, I will see Rajpath next time. Yeah, it will be very cold. Anyhow, let us see.
Thank you very much, Guruji. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Hari Om. Thank you, Sunil, because you were the nimitta for my starting this Vishnu Sahasranamam. You see, Sunil is my uncle's son, who is there on the screen, you can see. 2 years ago, when the COVID had started, we were having a chat, and Sunil said that, no, he and his wife, Lakshmi, who is just, you can see on the screen, he told me that, both of us, we have started chanting Vishnu Sahasranamam Stotram. I said, very good. Then we want to understand the meaning also. Can you tell us the meaning? Then I told him, Vishnu Sahasranamam meaning is not that simple. It will take a long time. So then the thought struck me that why don't I start Vishnu Sahasranamam classes? So that I can actually, and I have the ready material. Puja Swamiji's commentary is there. Adi Shankara's Bhashyam is there. So, and I had already started that in explaining Vishnu Sahasranamam in Tamil in Nana Nani. 3 classes I had conducted. So something which was incomplete because of COVID, it got disrupted. So I felt that it was Bhagavan was talking through Sunil, telling me that you have an incomplete task which you have started. Why don't you start it now again? And that is what prompted me to say, okay, let me now, start Vishnu Sahasranamam on Zoom, just that. So I was thank Sunil also especially.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
For my classes.
Very good trigger point. Very good.
Very good. Yeah. Well, I started and left, then it never occurred to me, because we were all very confused in the initial days of this COVID, what we are going to do, how we are going to do, even getting the maid, getting fruits and vegetables and ration itself was a big challenge. So we were initially all working out all those kind of logistics. Then when he said, okay, I said, in September, we will start. I think we started on a Vijayadashami day. If I'm not wrong. Yeah. So then I thought, okay, let me start on a Vijayadashami day. And it has proved to be a very auspicious because we have successfully completed the whole thing without any obstacles.
In fact, I think your Sanskrit class is the one. Your Sanskrit class is the one through which we got to know that you're going to conduct this.
Correct. That's how it happens. Now I am thinking what next to take up. So let me see. Most probably, I think I'm still Viveka Chudamani, there's a very beautiful text written by Adi Shankaracharya. So that's again another Prakarana Grantha. But the whole Viveka Chudamani is about 555 slokas are there. But what Puja Swamiji a few years ago had done he had selected 108 slokas out of that. And he had explained, the meanings of those slokas. And the same thing Swami Paramathananda has done 3 years ago in 2020 when COVID started. He started, the 108 slokas of Viveka Chudamani. So I have got a lot of material to teach. But I listened to all the Swami Paramathananda's talks also rather. So I thought that let me also, those people who don't have access to Puja Swamiji's Viveka Chudamani or access to Swami Paramathananda's talks, they can have access to my talks on the same subject. But as I said, I am not completely decided when I am going to start also is a question because I don't want to start anything till my son's marriage takes place. So maybe after the January, in February, I may start, which I will be announcing to everybody. So those who are comfortable, they can.
We are in touch with you with the Bhagavad Gita.
Bhagavad Gita, we are in touch. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
that's true. So we will certainly do that. Yeah. Okay.
Great.
Okay.
Thank you very much, Guruji.
Thank you very much, Guruji.
No. Thank you.
No. Thank you very much, Guruji. I want to say sincere thanks to you.
Oh, Hariom.
And just as
Guru Parampara.
Just as Sunilji was nimitta for the classes, Shobha was nimitta for me to in this class.
Yeah.
And Vishnu Sahasranamam, I've been listening to it for so long, always wanted to know the meaning of it. But I have no words to thank you and feel so grateful to you and Providence for having given me this opportunity. And as you said, to get the Phalashruti, I feel as though I have to start from the scratch to prepare myself so thank you very much, Guruji. Thank you.
Hari Om. Thank
Thanks.
you. Thank you all once again. Hari Om.